How come Optimus's deliveries are always fast? He used Prime Delivery. Hello and welcome back to another Transformers review. Today we have our Bumblebee Studio Series 100. This is based off the Transformers Rise of the Beast movie that's coming out on June 9th, so I thought I'd grab this figure and review it before the movie comes out. As you can see in the box here, we do have Bumblebee, and he's in the Camaro, which is based off the 1977 Camaro. If you look in the back of the box here, we do have that vehicle. One thing to note is it's pretty decked out in all this, has like some sort of metal caging around it to make it more vicious when he runs over his enemies here. And here's a picture of him in Autobot mode. So let's open this up and take a look inside. Here we go. And here we have the figure here, unboxed, so you don't have to painfully watch me open the thing. And first impressions, not bad. If we look at the figure itself, it actually looks a lot better in person than when you see it on videos. Well, kind of ironic, you're watching a video of it, but here he is. One of my biggest worries was the face, but if you look at the camera here, it's actually not that bad. If I were to change a few things about it, I'd probably add a bit more paint to it. Like, for example, the blade could use some paint. That could use some silver paint right there. And this has always been a big complaint with Bumblebee figures, is he's yellow, so there's a big debate whether we should paint him or we should use yellow plastic. And for once, I actually agree with the decision they made. They've pretty much fully painted this thing. I love what they did with the doors. If you look closely, they took yellow plastic here, and then they put the clear plastic there. Usually with some figures, they would actually take clear plastic and just paint some of it. Here they decided to do not that, and they decided to do two forms of plastic so that you don't have a mismatched yellow when it comes to painted and unpainted surfaces. So good job Hasbro on that. One thing they could have done is maybe worked a bit on the articulation. If you look at his arm here, like his fender here is in the way, so pretty much have to like pull him out a little bit just so you can rotate his arm. His knees, kind of high on the joint there, but very good, nice and tight. The hip is on a ball joint, same as this one. On the looseness scale, I would probably say it's not very loose at all. This thing can pose pretty well. I would say it's on the looseness scale, it's probably a good, like 10 being, the town bicycle, and and 1 being not loose. I don't want to get demonetized, but yeah. This one is probably right in the middle of 5. Perfect. Not too tight, but not too loose. Good enough to play with, but not too tight that you can't play with it, if that makes any sense. Looking at the feet, nothing too special. There is an ankle pivot here. He does have an elbow joint. The knee bends up quite high, and it can go all the way back as well. And what else do we got here? Kibble on the back. Kibble is pretty much what they call excess hanging parts that are used to hide the transformation. I use a backpack scale where 1 to 10, and 10 is, backpacking Europe, and one is probably a kid, a toddler with a backpack. This guy, I would give him not bad. I would give this probably a 4. They did a great job hiding the cable and the backpack. Like if from straight ahead, you don't even notice it. This is a pretty solid figure. Let's put him down, just so you can take a closer look at him. And let's get started on transforming him. Do you know what my favorite band is? AC/DC. Alright, let's get started on transforming this guy. First, we're going to start with the feet. You got to tuck them in like this. Here. That's that corner here. Snaps into the quarter panel there. You take the other foot. Fold it inward here. And again, make sure to snap that panel there. See? And then this is the tricky part here. You want to kind of angle this part first. See here. Try it again from here maybe. See there? It went in. Once that's in, you can just snap the bottom. And that easy part is done. Next, you want to take this and extend it here. Another part people might feel a little queasy about. You gotta take this. And don't worry, you're not going to break it. You just pull it back. One great thing about this figure, if you look at the black part, that's plastic. That's black plastic reinforcing the clear plastic. So again, great move by Hasbro. That prevents any shattering of clear plastic, because clear plastic is a lot more brittle than the painted plastic here. Okay. Now that we have that done, we will want to take the front bumper here and just pull it upward, so we start making him look more like a vehicle. Okay. And now that you have that out, you can take the front part here. Again, this is another part people might feel uneasy about, but all you got to do is line it up, put it in between the gap there, and push straight down. And here he is in his bumper. And you can actually start snapping him into vehicle mode. So you can take the doors, shut the doors, take the roof, put that in there. He's pretty much done at this point. You just got to take his arm. Again, another point that people will be worried about transforming. If you don't want to break anything and be extra careful, go right here, push your thumb inward like that, and then we're good. Same with the other guy here. Take your thumb, do it where the ball joint is, so you're not pulling by the limb, but by the actual pivot of the ball joint. And again, face those forward. But before you pull that down, you'll want to take the quarter panels here and shut them. That shuts there. The other one shut there. And now we can start lowering his arms into the car. So here's one side. Here's the other side. It just snaps right in. And then all we got to do is just go over the rest of the car and start tightening down all the loose parts. So there. Okay, here we go. Here he is, fully transformed into his Camaro. I actually, to be honest, I really do not like Bumblebee as a Camaro in the most recent Bumblebee movie, not the Rise of the Beast ones. I'm more of a Japanese import car person, but you know what? This looks pretty sweet. This looks like he means business, and I like the lights at the top there. I like the bars there. I like the reinforcement on the bumper. If I was going to give this any criticism, what I would say is the tires. They could have painted the middle part with rims there, with some sort of silver alloy rims. That's something they could have done there. Same with the lights. Pretty plain lights. Maybe you could have painted like an orange strip somewhere there. I don't know how the 1977 Camaro looks, but it looks pretty plain. Like maybe they could have painted the license plate holder there. But again, this is a pretty mainline toy. It is Studio Series, so it's supposed to represent studio accuracy. But, you know, they have budgets they have to fill. And they've done what they can. Another complaint I would say is, for some reason, this part right here, this black part, it's not made with the same glossy paint as the rest of the vehicle. Just from me handling it, I can actually see like black spots on my finger. But overall, pretty good figure. I would say, aside from, you know, like adding extra paint and, you know, the big debate whether we should have painted yellow plastic or yellow plastic unpainted, that's up in the air, because I mean, at least unpainted yellow plastic will not scratch, so that for durability's sake, this is a more durable figure. And another flaw I would say with this is when you sit him down like that in car mode, you can see his arms. I mean, not a big deal if you're holding it like this maybe, but any side profile, you're going to see the arms there. Pretty prominent unless being looked at from above. So again, the best view is probably this quarter view here. And yeah, let's switch them back, and with the power of movie magic, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. And here we have him back in robot mode. For final thoughts, I would say on the Daddy Needs It scale, out of 10, does Daddy need this? Well, I don't know. That's a tough question. I own it. Do I need it? Do I need anything? What is need? But if I was to give that an empirical value, I'd probably give him a 7. I mean, I saw him on the shelf. I felt the need to buy him. Now, if you've gotten this far, let me leave you a little joke here for you. What is yellow and not very heavy? You don't know? The answer is light yellow. Now, if you enjoyed this channel, please like and subscribe. Check out my channel for more content. Again, I do have that hot rod on my page. I have a giveaway going on, so if you comment on the hot rod video, you will be entered for a chance to win a core class hot rod. All you have to do is comment and subscribe to the channel. And once we hit that 1,000 subscriber milestone, I will send it out to a lucky winner. As for this figure, you can probably find this figure. It's pretty common right now. It's not too hard to find. I did see a few at the Walmart nearby, so check them out. I'm not too big on Transformers, you know, like live action movies, but this guy's growing on me. I like the detail on him, and I hope you like it too. Thanks for watching, and check out my channel for extra content.